We're here today with Aliya Kanani. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Hello.
Hi.
Aliya and I run the Backdoor comedy show together.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We're having one tonight.
We are.
Oh.
It's going
We're
to be...
almost at, are we at capacity already?
Oh, we're over capacity.
Great.
Yeah. But apparently there's fold-out chairs. We'll figure it out. Or we'll just double people up. People won't get real friendly.
Can you guys say where it is or no? That's the secret part.
That's the secret
It's a
part.
secret.
Well, that's how it goes.
You know?
Gotta have the password. You can like
Right.
message any of us though for the
Yeah,
password.
you can message
Okay.
us. If you're cool, though. Like, if you're not,
Only-
if you're like a nice human.
Yeah.
I'll
We only
nev-
like nice humans.
Yeah, okay. Nice. I can deal with.
Are you gonna sneeze again?
No, I just feel like I have to. I spent too much time with the cat this morning.
Are you allergic?
Yeah.
No. Do you take allergy pills?
Only if I am like fine with being drowsy. I only have the drowsy kind. So
Why don't you get the non-drowsy kind?
I should.
You have a cat?
No, my boyfriend's roommate has a cat.
Oh, okay. I know
Yeah.
people that have cats and then they are allergic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why would you?
I don't even
That's
like
a-
cats, but this cat likes me. Like whenever I'm like there without my boyfriend, the cat just comes right into the room and like sits on me and stuff. And I'm like, we can't be doing this. It's not right.
I feel you. When I was in Montreal, Adelaide has a dog.
Adelaide runs Tinder Tales.
Tinder Tails, yeah. And she has a dog, Bobby. He's adorable, but I'm allergic to him. And I swear to God, like the more I say no to him, the more he wants
Yeah,
me.
that's what.
You know, like I walk into the house and he like pushes me up against the wall, and I'm like, this is not cool.
No,
It's not
no.
cool, Bobby.
How many people do you think in the world are there that were raised by animals?
Raised by
Completely
animals?
raised,
Yeah.
like in the Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name?
Mowgli?
Mowgli.
At least one.
Well, yes, I was gonna say at least Mowgli.
Probably, I'd say 6.
6?
I feel like I don't know. The world is pretty big. I feel like
Yeah.
a dozen.
A dozen, yeah.
I feel like a dozen.
That's still a really small number. It's like 0.000.
They're just like mistakes.
Is
like,
that
when
the
it
percentage?
happens,
Is that? Did you just do the calculation?
Yeah.
Guys, she pulled out a calculator.
0.00 what?
0.
Oh wow,
It doesn't even get to 1.
It doesn't. Yeah.
that's true.
When you round it.
I feel like it's not that common. But it does happen for sure. Those feral children.
Well, there are some like parents that behave like animals.
That's true.
You know, and so then
That's deep.
That's yeah, I know.
Or sometimes they lock
Levels.
their kids in the basement with only a dog or something.
Well, that's just making me sad now. That's just.
Sorry.
Oh, I miss it.
I said sometimes parents lock their kids in the basement.
That's so
with-
sad. I'm glad I made your point though.
Wow.
I feel like I took a what class was that? Sociology or something in high school. No, psychology. Like one psychology course, but all of it was just like these are the different ways that children have been like tortured and
Oh, that's
all
so
these
depressing.
different child experiments.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a really depressing class.
Yeah, it was really weird.
No kidding.
But they did so many weird things to children and like twins and like separating twins or feeding one twin and not feeding the other.
What?
That's not real, but
Oh.
basically, you know.
One time I got, when you get like so sick that you like hallucinate sort of. So I was really sick and my mom was taking care of me and I just started bawling. And she's like, "Why are you crying?" And I'm like, "The children." And she was like, "What children?" I was like, "All the children."
Oh my god.
I was just so sad that like kids don't get to choose their circumstances.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I was so upset.
That is really sad. That
Yeah.
doesn't sound like a hallucination.
No, but like
Yeah, I know, right?
somebody told me that it was.
Huh.
They were like, I don't know.
Were
What?
you
I-
seeing the children?
I wasn't seeing them. No, it was
What-
just like I don't know what hallucinations are. I guess.
I think that's when you imagine things.
But you were realizing
the-
things.
I
Yes.
was realizing
I think you just had a profound moment as a child.
I wasn't a child. I was like 20.
Oh, I think you had a profound moment in your 20s.
Yeah. That's funny.
I don't know why I imagined you as a child crying about the children. I liked
Because
that
your mom
better.
was taking care of you.
Yeah. What's up with that?
It's the only time that like I'm weak enough that she can like touch me and like give me kisses and stuff.
Like, have you seen what's that show called? Sharp Objects. Also with Amy
Yeah.
Adams.
Oh, I
was
love
just
that show.
Sharp Objects is so good. It's a what show is it? It's a
Who's Amy Adams again?
Is that
redhead.
Amy Adams?
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's so good.
Yeah. It's a show.
What are you wondering?
It's like that show. So like
Oh, what's it called?
it's called Sharp Objects.
No, the thing that you're saying?
Sure.
No, sorry. Finish your sentence.
I was just trying to remember what network it was on, but I don't.
Oh, okay. HBO.
Yeah,
I don't know. AMC.
Which one's Amy Adams?
Red hair. She was on The Office like for a little bit, but she wasn't. I mean,
She was on The Office.
Mm-hmm.
Who was she?
Is she the Love Note one?
I better I'm just gonna double check and I'll just show you.
What is that one? Love Note? Notebook.
No.
No, that's
Rachel
McAdams.
McAdams. Similar, right? Kind of.
Are you looking up the show or her?
Her, just to make sure that I'm. Yeah, okay, I'm right. Okay, good. Thank God. I would do.
Wow,
I'd be
we
like,
would have had to start over.
I'd be like Leonardo DiCaprio is actually a short redheaded man. This is her.
Amy Adams is in Sharp Objects, and
Oh, she's funny.
Yeah, she's very funny. And in it, there's a. Oh wait, that's kind of a spoiler. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, big spoiler alert.
Big spoiler alert. It's the ending of the show, essentially.
Yeah.
But the
What about me? I was right here. Just spoiled it for me.
Do you want to watch it? We haven't said it yet.
We haven't said it.
I don't know. Wait, no, I probably won't. Go,
Okay.
go ahead. I just
So
wanted to
in it,
participate.
there's a mom. In it, there's a mom character who is what's it? Okay, it's some word, we forget what it's called, but essentially she likes to cause other people to be sick so that she can take care of them.
Oh, I've heard about people like
Yeah.
that.
So she-
That's twisted.
What's it called? Munchausen.
But this is like a reality show or like
No,
a
no, no. It's
like
a
a made up
drama.
show.
It's a drama.
Yeah. It's a drama.
But this does happen.
That happens.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
scary.
That's so scary.
My mom's not like that. I just like ever
Yeah.
since I was little, for some reason, it's such a bizarre thing, and I can't explain it, and I wish I could. But anytime she touches me, I like flinch, or if
Oh.
she like gives me a kiss. Ever since I was little, I just like it. I don't know what it is. It like any normal like affection feels like I'm being violated. I don't know what that is.
Were you
Oh.
breastfed?
I don't know.
You should find out.
Yeah, why?
I feel like I don't know. I want to analyze things. I know almost nothing.
I would say everything boils down to if you were breastfed or not.
Honestly,
Everything.
and how long for?
Yes.
You know, some people too long.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's a thing. Is she the one that's in what's that movie? You know, the one where they're like you know, they're like hopping around, they're crashing weddings. The Wedding Crashers. That's the one. Wasn't she the one that was in there?
I don't know.
I think she was.
Maybe.
Whoever that one was, she was awesome. If it was her, she was, and if it was somebody else,
Yeah.
still awesome.
She is awesome.
She's awesome though.
So we like to bring every week a dating rule that we have. This week we have our rule is, and you can take it, interpret it however you like. It's a vague rule that has many applications. Sports, cooking, love specifically.
Yes.
Generally sports, specifically love.
Yeah, okay, the rule.
The rule is.
Oh, I was like, that's the rule. That makes no sense. You're like, sports is the rule. I'm like, okay.
The rule is 3 strikes and you're out.
Oh, oh, that's
do
a
we
good
think of that?
rule.
Yeah, it's interesting.
What do we think of it?
It depends, I guess. If you define what your strike is, then maybe.
Right? Because if like the first strike is like murdering a person, then you're like, I think that's like a 3.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
counts
because
as
like
3.
maybe like strikes have levels.
3rd-degree murder.
Right? Exactly.
Whoa. So
Exactly.
if you murder someone, then
That's
you're
that's
out.
3. That's like automatically 3 strikes.
yeah.
I think the value of a strike is what has to be established
Yes,
before you
yes.
can. Because how many strikes is a strike?
Yeah.
You know,
Because burning the cookies, that's bad.
that's pretty bad. Depends on how badly you need the
You
cookies.
burn the cookies 15 times, I will break up with you.
Right. Well, does each burning count as a strike? Because then
Yes.
15 is way too. You let that go. Like
Yeah,
you
I
should have
did.
been on the 3rd burn.
You think so?
Well, it just depends.
Yeah.
You know,
What
what,
kind
were
of
the cookies
cookies?
for? What kind were they? Were you
So-
on your period? You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
that would be like 2 strikes in one
Yeah.
burn if I was on my like,
So one thing that somebody taught me that I really like is some people you give, this is like an amendment to the rule that we just gave. Some people you give 1 chance, some people you give 2, and some people you support. And and they were like, it's important to know the difference.
Right.
And
That makes sense.
yeah, so I don't know. I feel like ever since she told me that, I was like, that is so smart.
Yeah.
Like it's so true. Some people
Yeah.
it's just give 1 strike.
Yeah.
And it's just like the matter of figuring out what's the difference. What like who is who.
Yeah.
I think that's the hard part.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't know, like, if you want to support someone or, like...
Also, I think it would depend when the strikes happen. You know what I mean? Like, if you're with somebody for, like, a long time, and then all of a sudden they're, like, striking it up.
Yeah.
But then you're like, this kind of striking is not their normalness.
Yeah.
And they're, like, having a moment. You know what I mean? Then you're like, strike it up.
Yeah.
Right? This period will be counted as a strike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if, like, you meet somebody and, like, day one, they're striking, you're like, nah,
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm going to stick around for 3
Yeah.
strikes. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I already fucked up twice. We're on the first date.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's a very good barometer. If you just met and they're already, like, striking out of the park,
You know?
Yeah.
it's probably a bad sign.
Right?
Yeah.
Or they're very honest and just showing you their true colors right away. Because that's the other thing is people like don't strike
Yeah.
for like the first few months and then all of a sudden they just start striking.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
because they're hiding things.
You know what I mean? It's like show me who you are.
Yeah.
Like let me see your cards.
Yeah. I think I prefer people to show me who they are, for sure.
Right away? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Like,
It's hard though.
Except for Trump supporters. I don't ever want to see who they are.
yeah, that's true.
Someone
That's true.
told me they were a Trump supporter on the first date one time.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I was like, no way.
You know what's a deal breaker for me? If I find out someone is a flat earther.
Yeah.
That
that's
happened
fair.
to me one time, just
Really?
with a
Oh,
friend,
really?
and it
Oh.
broke our friendship.
Oh my god.
Like, our friendship was already kind of on thin ice.
Right.
And then he was like, I'm a flat earther. He got really drunk and told me that, and I was like, what?
Okay, this is gonna sound really because I feel like is it just in the name? Like it's just people who believe that the world is flat.
Yeah,
But then that is it.
that's it.
Okay.
so
they don't also
weird.
like believe in like lizard people. Like
I
there's
mean,
not like
they
a
probably do.
Yeah, they probably do because they believe that everything is a lie, like that
Yeah.
we've been told.
See, that's what I'm saying. Is it like
Yeah.
they're like conspiracy theorists and like
Yeah.
everything? They're like, there's Illuminati, there's a lizard people, there's
I think he was telling me though that that was the one conspiracy that he had. He's like, I'm down with everything else, but the Earth is flat. What'd you do? What would you do if someone someone you loved them so much? Picture like your relationship right now, Jordan.
I don't think I could do it because I'd be like, first of all, I'd be like, are you joking? That's hilarious. You've got to be joking. Please tell me you're joking.
right.
And then if he said no, I don't know. That would be so weird because then you'd be like, we don't exist in the same world. Then I am on a round world and you're on a flat world.
Yeah.
We can't even walk
We can't even walk together.
because I'm going to be going around and you're just going to walk straight off the earth.
Right. And it's
Walk
like, what
off
happened
the-
to that relationship? He walked off the face of the earth.
So I think, I don't know. That would be really sad.
Yeah.
That would be sad. I might try and give him a concussion.
You'd try to give him a concussion?
Or check if he had one.
oh,
yeah.
check it.
Right.
No, I said try to give.
She said give. I was trying to
You were trying to help me out there.
I was like, wow. We're getting dark again.
You know, just, it would be very sad. Yeah. I wouldn't want to give him a concussion.
I think if like a family member of mine came out with that, I think it was so funny.
Yeah, if it was a family member that
It's
you
different.
didn't, because you're not like, oh, we share the same world necessarily. You can kind of just,
Yeah, but okay, but for reals though, like if you loved everything about this person, and this is the one thing, and they're not doing the lizard people, blah blah blahs, okay?
Yeah.
They're like the Earth is flat, and that's like the one thing. But everything else is great. Like,
I don't know.
Like
I don't.
the person's like kind to you. They're kind to others. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're smart. The
sex
sex
is
is good.
it's such a weird difference though.
I know something about it. I don't know. I think that like a big part of it is I'd be so embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like just going out and like having conversations with them and other people. We'd just be talking about
How
normal
often
things.
does that come up? Like I was like, it's not like like how often do you talk about
That's
your
true.
view of the shape of the world?
I feel like it would start to come up more often than you think.
Because you would probably be like, "Hi, this is my partner. They're a flat
Yeah.
earther."
It's so weird.
I wouldn't be able
You'd
to
bring
go
it.
about life the same way. It'd be a constant thing in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's so many messed up people in the world, you know, like people who, make their children sick. You know what I mean? That like
Yeah.
flat earther.
But that being said, if it was a family member, so funny.
Yeah.
On the other side of the spectrum, I think that I would love it.
If it was
Right.
a
to be
friend,
honest,
if it was a friend but not my best friend,
so
very
funny
good.
again.
Would you be afraid that if you're with this person, they might convince you that the
Yes,
Earth is
I
flat?
would
Yeah.
be.
That's what I'd be
Yeah.
afraid of, probably.
true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I very much one of those people that like acclimatizes to other people's worldviews.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Whoa, what if we secretly make this a flat earther podcast and like it's about dating, but like every now and then we're like,
Yeah, and then eventually by the end of it, you're like, it's probably flat, right? It's probably flat.
that'd be cool. We get this huge following of flat earthers.
oh my
yeah.
god, tapping into a new market.
Yeah. Hashtag flat earth.
And I'm out. That was strike number 3, guys. Thank you.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We also like to ask our guests to bring in a dating or love rule. Have you brought one for us, Aliya?
I did, but you know what? Honestly, I was like thinking about it on my way, and I'm like, all the things I was thinking about made me realize I'm just a very vain person. Like, they were all just physical things.
Oh really? That's
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
I don't want. I don't want to be with a dude with a smaller nose than me.
A smaller nose.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, that's like the one. Like, he could be smaller than me, but not a smaller nose. Like, I need my nose to feel petite, and I do
I
not have a
see.
petite nose. Okay, so like
I
I
think
just.
you have a nice nose.
Yeah.
You know what? I have a nose with character, okay? But it takes up like a certain amount of space. And I just don't want to
Honestly,
feel like.
that's not something I would say about your nose.
No,
Really?
I think it's great for you.
It's-
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank-
Because your eyes are very
I
big.
know.
And those are like
That's the thing, right?
nice.
I was because I used to when I was younger. I was like, oh, I wish I had a smaller nose. And my sister was like, you would look like even more of a cartoon if you did because like your eyes are already. You know what I mean? So I was like, cool, true, right?
Yeah.
But it's
I
like,
understand though.
yeah. Have you ever like kissed a person and then they have a smaller nose and then you feel like your nose is squishing their nose and then you feel like it's like a weird.
Yeah. Sometimes
a-
I push my nose into my boyfriend's eye or something, and he's like, "Ow, you have a nose. You know that?"
It's not just an empty space.
Yeah. I forget about it.
You just shove your nose into his
Eye.
eyeball.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
You're like a cat, just like
Yeah.
shoving your face
I
in
am.
his face.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
I
I
used-
understand.
I used to have like I totally get that because I used to have not so much anymore at all, but like when I first started hooking up with women, I would get so self-conscious if I was hooking up with someone who was like skinnier than I am.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I would be like, "Ugh, they don't want to see me naked. I'm going to be a blob. They're going to think I'm gross," and all this like super like body shaming stuff I would do to myself.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, man, people just want to fuck, you know? They
Yeah,
don't really
true.
care.
True.
Yeah.
True. The other thing is I was thinking about is I don't like I can say whatever I want here.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's no like I can't and this eliminates like and this is the weird part because it's like it's not like a race thing. You know what I mean? But it does eliminate a lot of because I don't like pink dicks. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very weird for me.
Yeah.
Like
You know?
Now this may seem like a naive question. Are they truly pink?
What do you mean? What?
Are they? She's asking if they're actually pink or
Like,
if you're saying like white
Is that,
dicks.
Yeah.
No, because like white people generally have like pink dicks,
Okay.
right? And like when I
like an actual. Are you
looks
saying
pink.
actually pink?
it looks pink to me. It looks irritated. You know, I see it and I'm like, I shouldn't touch that. That might be like contagious or like inflamed.
I see.
Do you know what I mean? It's very concerning because anytime my skin's ever been pink, it's like, wow, like that doesn't look right.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It
I
looks
do.
damaged. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, I don't like touch that, let alone let it inside of it. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not gonna in any because it might spread.
Yes.
It might get more.
I understand.
You just don't know what you're working
I don't
with.
feel that I'm a blusher, you know. I get
Right.
very red all the time.
See, not a blusher.
So it's a cute thing.
it's like, oh, your penis is blushing. That's you know what? That might help me. The next time I encounter a big dick, I'll be like, you're just shy.
I don't know.
Don't be so nervous.
That's fair though. That's fair.
Right?
That's so funny.
Yeah. I have to cough.
Yeah, please do it.
That's gross. Okay. Hi,
all good.
I'm back.
So those are your 2 rules.
Those are the only 2 rules, and those are the everything else. The flat earther, bring it. Okay, as long as you got a you know.
Okay, now we know.
Yeah, I don't know. What else are my rules?
I think those are great rules.
Those are pretty good rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are awesome. So I'm interested to know what you'll think of. So this next segment is called "Would You?"
I thought you were going to show me a dick pic. I'm interested to see what you think of this.
It's not quite pink, but it is a little.
Does this look irritated?
All of our promo for this episode is going to be
no.
different kinds of dicks.
Oh no.
Are we allowed to do that on social media, or is that pornography?
Yeah, my grandpa and my grandma and my dad say no, we are not. allowed to do
No. What if they're cartoon penises?
Yeah.
With
if
little
I-
eyeballs.
What if I draw them?
I don't know.
I feel like that's a no.
So much of this everything we do is like you'd be like, is this okay? And we'd be like, I don't.
You know, interestingly, you're getting a little pink right now.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. I am definitely getting warmer.
So this next segment is called "Would You Date Them?" So we're gonna play a clip from a rom-com, and you're gonna tell us if you would date this person.
Oh, God.
Ready?
This sounds exciting.
In that situation, right? And by which I don't mean have a conversation, have a chin wag, a bit of a chat. Lose yourself in something that's both ancient and perennial. Find something eternal, perpetual. Lose yourself in fuck.
Lose yourself in fuck.
Yeah. It's Russell. What's his name? So this is from Forgetting Sarah Marshall. It's Russell Brand.
Yeah.
It's him with Sarah Marshall being like, they're all at dinner, and he's like, "This is the point of life." That's my best accent. This is the point of life. If getting to the life and experiencing it for all it is for, which means fucking
Oh my god.
and having the sex.
Did you practice that? That was so good. You should talk like that always.
Thank you. So would you date this person? And you can also say like if you would just hook up with them, if you're like, well, he, or if it's just a bang no.
I think it would be like a bang yes, but like for banging. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like on paper, I'm like, I would not. He's so pretentious and like who
Right.
talks like that.
Yeah.
But like in real life, if some guy came up to me and he was like talking to me like that, I'd be like, he's so mysterious and smart. Like, what does he mean? Oh my god, what does he mean? He knows so much. Like he's using big words and he has an accent. Like for real though, like I think I probably would. I think I would be ashamed of myself after, and then I'd probably do it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's so funny. That just reminded me. I once met a guys who like talk a big game. Oh my god, it's so weird to me. I once met a guy who claimed to be able to give an orgasm for 14 hours.
Oh my god. See that I don't talking a big game. That I don't. That's not I'm not into.
Wait. Like he talked about that for 14 hours, or he said he could.
No, he claimed he was like that because he wanted to hook up, and he was like, I once gave a woman an orgasm for 14 hours.
What? You would die.
Yeah.
I think you would.
Mm-hmm.
That
That's
sounds
crazy.
dangerous.
You could probably dehydrate,
Yeah.
you know, or something.
How would you even go about your day? Like, I feel like it would
That
start
would be the day.
hurting.
It would
I feel like you
be
become
terrible.
like when you have the hiccups.
Yeah.
Like you start nice, and then like an hour in, you'd be like, "Great, I have the vaginal hiccups
Yeah.
for the rest of the day."
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Isn't there? I think there was that happened to a guy, and he
What?
couldn't stop.
What?
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 I don't know if this is
A real thing?
a real thing or like,
It's like in a
fake
movie.
documentary. But there was this guy, real or not, who couldn't, like, he would just. Am I making this up? I'm really confused with myself right now, but I think there's a guy, and I don't really want to Google that, but who couldn't stop orgasming all the time.
Like coming?
Yeah.
Like stuff would come out.
Yeah.
For how long?
All day long.
No.
For how many days?
Like his whole
Life?
life.
Like he had to
Okay,
wear like
this
a
is fake.
diaper
This is
to like.
fake. This is
That
for sure
doesn't
fake.
sound.
It
That's
could be
a-
fake. I don't know. Everything I say is not credible.
This is a Jordanne fact.
That's the perfect sound effect.
Yeah.
The Jordan fact.
I don't know. Never mind.
It's true.
It is true.
Oh.
Orgasms a day. Freak accident leaves man with debilitating disorder.
No.
Yes. Thank you
That
so much.
would be
It's true.
debilitating.
For how long? Did it say?
100 hours a day.
No, 100 orgasms
100
a day. 100 hours a day.
But that's like, okay. No. See,
Okay,
that's
we're
like
just
the
in
hiccup
shock
thing.
right now.
And
We're
so
in
he'd be
shock.
talking, and then he'd be like,
Oh,
all day long. Can you imagine that? Horrible.
That sounds awful.
that sounds awful for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it was So it was 100 orgasms a day. Does it say for how long?
Oh my God, would you rather have that or never orgasm at all?
Never.
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 100 a day for the
'Cause
rest of
if
your life.
If you did it 100 times a day, it would be like nothing.
Yeah.
It would just be so.
That's so
annoying.
true. That's so true. Yeah.
And I think that.
What about 12? 12 times a day? Would you do 12?
No.
Oh, I think we have a clip.
Well, there's videos of him falling over and
suffers from a rare and seemingly incurable condition that leads to him suffering up to 100 unwanted orgasms a day.
Up to 100. So
Oh.
sometimes is it as little as 5? I just
Oh,
want to know.
no.
Which
So
is,
sad.
it is sad.
That video, he was just lying on the grass.
It's like kneeled over on the ground.
So sad but so funny. You can't help but laughing.
Can you imagine like telling that to your family and like you have to get the day off of work?
Wait a minute. It said it was from a freak accident. What was the accident?
there's a full YouTube video. We might have to post the link.
Yeah, we'll definitely post the link.
Oh, I
And
know.
I'll put that clip in this so you can hear it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh my god. Oh,
That's,
I feel like we need a moment of silence.
Yeah.
for this
yeah.
guy.
What's
It's
his
like-
name?
Let's
Shout out
give
to.
him a moment of like the moment between how long he would go
Okay.
between. So that's probably long enough.
Okay, yeah, that's
yeah. We did the math.
Awesome.
That's weird though. Guys who talk that kind of game.
Yeah.
It's like anybody who has to tell me something about themselves,
Yeah.
I feel like right away I'm like, there's something,
Yeah.
It's like when somebody's like, in the first like 2 minutes, some dude's like, yeah, and I'm a feminist, and you're like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's
It's like so interesting that you brought that up in the first like
Yeah.
3 minutes of talking to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's so weird.
No, right?
I feel like if you have to do that, you're definitely not a feminist.
Well, see, and somebody who's like, I once made a woman orgasm for 14 hours. You're just like, you probably don't even know where my clitoris is. You know, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He also did believe in lizard people, so
Okay, I'm.
maybe I should have led with that.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like Russell Brand was doing that there. I think
No,
he was
no,
just.
no.
He just like. I like that. That I like.
That
Because I like
bravado.
people who talk in riddles.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I find that very attractive.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. I'm like, you're a puzzle.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like I used to be more like that, and then lately I've been like, if someone makes me confused, I don't like that. Like if I'm like, wait, what do you mean? I'm like, okay, this is enough.
Yeah.
Let's end the date here.
I feel like I prefer to be the Riddler
Yeah, the person who's confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
because I confuse myself enough.
Me too.
I'm like, is this a thought? I'm
Yeah.
like, wait a minute. Am I thinking right now? The other person's like, I don't know.
You're like, I don't know, but you keep poking my eyeball with your nose, and it's very uncomfortable. You're like, okay, go.
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us
Yeah.
today.
Oh,
Aliya.
thanks for having me. This was so fun.
Yeah, you're great.
You're so great.
Thank
Can't wait
you.
to
You
look
guys
into
are
this
great.
documentary.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
man.
For serious though, right?
Oh.
I don't know if this is worse. I feel more sorry for him than the children right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry about this later.
What if your parents? Never mind.
Nope.
And that's the end of the end.
You can follow Aliya online and on Instagram.
Yeah, you can. Oh, right. This is where I say
Yeah.
it. Okay, it's my name, Aliya Comedy with a K.
Nice.
And we'll
Awesome.
tag you too.
You just take.
we'll
I was
tag
gonna
you,
spell it,
for
but
sure.
no, it's too much.
And we end every podcast with the best fist pump. Piss.
Fist pump.
I just said piss.
Fist pump. We're gonna do the best. Now you almost made me fuck it up. Best fist bump ever.
Yes.
Ready?
Like a 3-way fist bump.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, I have to move my mic.
Yeah.
I feel like it's okay.
Ah! That kind of hurt. That was a good one.
That was good. I think we both just smashed your fist.
Yeah.
That was great.
I feel stronger.
Yeah, you are
I
strong.
feel like
Thank you.
I feel weaker.
I feel like I just
Lost
came
my
100
powers.
times. Sorry, I really hope my dad doesn't listen to this one.
No.
I'm sorry.
I am also sorry to your dad.
I guess I'm also sorry. Just to
Yeah.
join. Thanks so much.
Bye.